Hello everyone, this is Nasreen Al-Alami from 99 News Studios. Today our guest is Miss Asya Alqurashi. She is a motivational speaker, life coach and a training developer. We will talk about different topics that are related to life coaching and training development. Hello Miss Asya Alqurashi and welcome to our studios. It's an honor to have you here with us.
Thank you so much. I'm honored and delighted to be your guest today.
So, as you are a successful coach and a training developer as well, tell us the story behind your success.
Well, thank you so much. Now, to talk about training specifically, once upon a time, I was working at your university where I used to teach students in engineering department. I mean, a professional training for employees. But most of the time, at that time, they were saying, okay, why don't you train us about happiness?
Yeah.
I mean, life quality. Why don't you tell us about how to deal with other people? Life skills, basically, or soft skills training. It's like, okay, but I'm not that much in deep with. Then I said, all right, let me just go through it. Because when I received people's feedback and their review, they motivated me. They were, I mean, source of inspiration for me to go and proceed and just go through this field.
Yeah, that's very interesting. You have plenty of skills and you have also multiple qualifications and background experiences. So you influence and you inspire more than 60,000 followers on social media platforms. Inform us, what are some of the techniques that you use to allow your followers to practice?
The way that I speak to them is from my heart to hearts, normal things. I do not reveal what is happening with my consultation sessions. I don't share people's stories unless if they allow me to. And most of people who know me, either they ask me to share their story so other people can also be inspired by their stories, or I ask them for the permission first, if you allow me or not. I post whatever I feel, it is from heart to heart. I'm talking about, I mean, I'm more realistic, because there is a toxic positivity where even if you're sad, I will tell you, please don't be sad. No, if you want to cry, just go and cry. Reveal yourself. Feel free, feel relaxed. And then after that, let's just reprogram ourselves how to be happy. Because happiness, we're not talking about something that is idealistic. We're talking about something that is, I mean, rational. First of all, you should accept, you should realize. And then after that, you can proceed, you can improve, you can fix whatever you want to fix. So this is my approach.
Thank you for your honesty, and I agree with your words. So every successful person faces obstacles and challenges through their journey. For you, what challenges have you faced and how did you overcome these challenges?
All right, Miss Nasreen. Well, obstacles are everywhere.
Exactly.
From where should I start first? At any time, whenever you promote or elevate at your life, you will find a new obstacle.
Exactly.
So the thing is that you have to go through. Honestly speaking, I was not like any normal students to have the same education that they had. I was studying most of the time at home. When I was registered, it's a long story. But the thing is, I was not like a normal children who had the chance to go to school to study there, because my documents were not completed, and my struggle started from there. My dream was education. I was thirsty. I wanted to study. Alhamdulillah, I was a good student. I was excellent student, like 99.6 in scientific track. It's not something that like we're saying like that, because you know you only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows, and you know how much did you sacrifice, your sleeplessness, your time, your efforts. Of course, you won't be successful from the first step. I don't say that you should always fail to learn, because sometimes, most of the times, you learn from your success as well. However, then alhamdulillah, fortunately, I got the opportunity to go to school where I graduated later off. Then I had my scholarship, and then I went through my higher school as well. Another obstacle, I mentioned that early, that's the news that I received when my father was at hospital with the 3rd degree of burns. So I quit my job. I was working at university. I stayed with him. Last year, I received 3 bad news once. I mean, my second sister, she had, I mean, I don't know, up to today we are not able to say what exactly the diagnosis is not yet there, but it sounds to be a tumor. When she had that tumor at that time, both of my parents, they had their heart attack. So 3 ambulances were there in front of our door. So how to absorb that, like 3 people, your mom, your dad, your sister, it was not easy for me during the pandemic. I was jobless. I was jobless at that time because I was working as a freelancer. During pandemic, there was nothing. So then I realized that we should work more on ourselves, especially in financial part in our life. We might feel that is not important, but actually, if you do have your dreams, if you want to help others, then first of all, help yourself. Arrive to somewhere, and then you can I mean, you can work on yourself not to be greedy. It is not, I mean, you're not greedy if you're working for something. So these kind of obstacles, I faced them. I would like to be honest with everyone, because everyone, you face these kind of obstacles, whether you admit or you don't want to admit. But what about your plans? What is the next step? How did you plan for yourself? So if you're going to motivate others, or you're going to advise anyone else, work on yourself first. Design your life from the beginning. Start from zero. It is okay. It's never too late. It is okay not to be okay. But then what? Are you going to be in depression for the rest of your life? Is it the end of the world? No, do not, I mean, don't have that much expectation that angels will come from heaven to you to tell you, please, Habibti, yalla, start from the beginning. You have to be the angel of your life. You can be your worst enemy. You can be your best friend. It is your decision. What would you like to do? And put your energy on, put your effort, work smartly. It does not mean that you won't work hardly, of course. You will put your efforts, but utilize, optimize, find out the right way. Pareto rule, 20-80, focus 20% on what you can handle, then you will arrive and achieve 80% of results, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much for sharing with us your personal experiences. I would like to say also that inshallah your family will always be safe, and inshallah you will have more accomplishments and more skills to learn as well. And as you mentioned earlier, that all mistakes that is happening with us, we learn from these mistakes. So I totally agree with your sentence. I also agree with everything that you have mentioned.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. So all life coaches have their own ways in coaching. Mention some of the ways that you always use to coach people.
All right. Now in coaching is quite different than consultation. In coaching, I do not advise. In coaching, I ask you questions, and your subconscious will lead you to those answers. Because in coaching, I just support you how to design your life, how to see the things that you want. Actually, it's your desire, it's your own scope, your own SMART goal or your goal. So there I will just sit with you, a normal chat like a friend, and then I will ask you some questions, and then I will let you find out the answers. In consultation, now not all of people could find the answers. We do have, I mean, teenagers, we have children, we have also adult people that they want to learn, they want to have some help from other resources. So for consultation, first of all, we should dig, we should diagnose, we should analyze what happened, what sort of complexity do I face, what about this person, is he fine? Does he have something that I can help? Now, some cases are in 3rd degree that we are not able to help. Then there, they should go and take support from doctors, not from us.
Exactly, I agree. So as a life coach, you help many people, or like, let's say many patients in psychologically way. So what are like some of the stories or some of the situations that you won't forget that you help them?
Okay, most of cases that I was not expecting. I was afraid to handle these kind of cases. People who wanted to commit suicide. Actually, I had a case where, they already ate their, a big dose of paracetamol that is harmful. But not everyone is courage. Not everyone is brave to commit suicide. Some people want to die because they want to get rid out of that pain, but they don't have the courage actually to die. So there, so. But I had cases. I had cases where actually most of them wanted to commit suicide. Only God knows that night, how much I was under stress to convince that person not to commit suicide, because you don't know them. Some cases that were referred to me, I'm not that much on those cases, but if you're married and your married life was not successful, and you decided to go through divorce, for the last time, you want to make sure whether you are in the right path or not. So I had some cases, then I analyzed the case study, and then I told them, do you really want to have the solution? They said, yes. Okay, try this and that and that. Give yourself a chance. They did. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Now I'm happy because they had children. However, I'm not encouraging toxic relationship to last for a long time.
Exactly.
Consultants for marriage life, they know. I'm talking about wise and trustful people that you can relate to them, you can refer to them. At the same time, they are not misguiding you, right? They are not saying, okay, it's okay, any life, any situation. This is toxic, or poisonous positivity, that I'm saying it is okay, but in fact it is not okay, right, my sister? So these kind of cases, I don't forget them, and therefore I was encouraged more to meet the person physically in front of me, face-to-face session, because social distance, it's good. I know technology is good, but for these kind of cases, I prefer to meet that person. That will help me, because sometimes you don't know the person, you cannot analyze everything, so you won't be able to help most efficiently. Yeah.
Wow, I am amused from what you're saying. Like, you rescued not just a person from suicide, you also rescued relationships that were supposed to not last forever, and then they had a child, you said.
Yes, children.
So that's a very nice thing to hear. So let's move to social media. Let's talk about social media. I went through your social media platforms, and I saw that you also coach children by giving them advices. So tell us the techniques. How do you teach these children? How do you give them the advices for these children?
All right. Now, I love children. I love them. They're full of energy. They are the sugar of life. You listen to them. They speak to you. They trust in you. So they open their heart to you. So you know more about them. When they speak, when they reveal what is in their heart, you listen. Then you think. And then you deliver what they want to their parents. You talk to children, and you talk to parents at the same time. Then, if you are smart enough and he likes you, he will listen to you. Why? Because you listen to him. So the best way is to listen to him. Don't repeat often and often the same advice in the same way. Try another way. Why don't you draw with him? Why don't you share another story that we have a bad guy, but not you, but in another story, so he can compare, but you praise on him. You talk about his positivities. You encourage him. By your encouragement, he will feel that, okay, right now you trust me, so I won't disappoint you. I won't let you change your mind about me. So they want always to impress you. If you notice with your children, they want you to be impressed and amazed by them.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It seems that you have a good knowledge on how to treat children. So, as you always give advices to children, patients, or people in general, so I want you to give the audience, our audience, I want you to give them an advice.
All right, my beautiful ladies, my brothers, gentlemen brothers, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, we have a purpose in life. That is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what is worshipping? Any word, anything that you say or deeds that you do, whether it's in front of people, with you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleased, that is worship. So you're here because you have a purpose. Do not underestimate yourself. Be yourself. You are amazing. Be a better version of yourself. I know that life is not easy. You will fail. All of us. But to stand up, learn from anything that is around you. Do not copy others. All right? Accept yourself. You deserve happiness, so go for your happiness. You deserve to be comfortable, so look at the right ways to be comfortable and be happy. At the end of the day, be happy, my beautiful sister and my brother.
Thank you for your delightful advices. Everyone will learn from these advices. So this is the end of our interview for today. I am really amused with your charming experience.
Thank you so much, Ms. Nasreen. Thank you, people who are watching right now, your followers, our followers. Yeah, thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, to know who is the next guest, always watch 99 News.